parasites are merely a symptom of a greater sickness in Faerun. The infected hear the voice of the Absolute and believe it to be a god.
The Absolute is more dangerous than you can possibly conceive. It threatens all who live. It threatens the gods.
This is the best day. The best day.
Vous avez dit ça, devant vous ramener en Vernus où il risque d'exploser. Je suis très heureux pour vous, Karlach.
I'm so happy for me too. Now I just need to find someone to cuddle up to tonight, and I'll be the happiest woman on the Sword Coast.
Vous pensez à quelqu'un en particulier?
I'm not sure. Depends who's got me in mind. Withers was giving me the old eye the other night. Then again, maybe it was just an old eye.
Béatrice, regardez. Vous oubliez ce que Daman nous a dit? Nous devons vous ramener en Avernus où votre engin risque d'exploser.
Listen, I'm never going back. If you said I could die right now or live 1,000 years in the Hells, I'd choose to go out now with my freedom intact. I don't expect anyone to understand that. But I've been dealt a hand most people don't have to contemplate playing.
Ce serait pas définitif, juste le temps de trouver une solution. Nous formons une équipe, nous devons prendre ce genre de décision. Ouais, je ne veux pas voir. Hein. Ce sera pas définitif, juste le temps de trouver une solution.
You heard Damon? There is no solution. It's hell or bust. I choose bust. But I don't want to talk about this now. I've been given a huge gift. I can touch the people I love for the first time in a decade. And for the first time in a decade, there are people I care about all around me. Let me enjoy that. Please.
Très bien, Kara. N'en parlons plus pour le moment.
Thanks, soldier. I just want to celebrate this. At least for a little.
Don't wander far. We need to talk. Welcome to our humble... Wait, are you Karlach? A lot of us were in Avernus. We saw you fighting. You were so good.
Well, yeah, I guess I was. I mean, you should avoid fighting for devils if you can. But if you can't, it helps to have a good right hook.
I saw you lay out a Moor demon in 2 hits. Bam! Bam! We were all like, whoa!
Ever heard of the Blade of Frontiers, kid?
Ah.
If you like monster smashing, you might be a fan of his work.
Who's that?
A lovely chap. Didn't kick ass in the Blood War, but that's neither here nor there.
That's true. But he never got kidnapped by a devil either.
Huh?
Sorry, kid. Look, forget about us begrudges and bruisers. From the look of things, you've got your wits about you. A clever mind and a bit of style will take you a long way. Fight with those, and you may find you never need to use your fists at all.
In that case, want to buy a lucky ring I found?
Ah! Nice try, Shorty. Keep it up, though, and you'll be scamming with the greats in no time.
Sérieux, c'est quoi ce genre de conseil?
Sorry, soldier, but I didn't ask for your 2 coppers. The advice I give a thief kid from the coast is between me and them.
Enfin, t'avouer que c'est spécial.
Don't be shy. Check it out. We've gone legitimate,
Alors.
and Mole put me in charge.
As-tu quoi que ce soit qui
What
puisse
do you
intéresser un
need?
client averti tel que moi?
I'm not supposed to mention it to anyone, but I do have something pretty special in stock. A key. What does it look like? What does it open? What treasures await behind its lock? That's for one lucky buyer to find out. Mole gave it to me, and said I shouldn't let it go to just any old jackaday.
Tu crois vraiment que Moll te l'aurait confié si elle avait la moindre valeur? Allez, on va pousser le truc. non, ça sera pas... Si, c'est assez. J'ai mal calculé dans ma tête.
I mean, maybe.
Alors, je sais pertinemment qu'elle ne sera plus en sécurité avec moi et toi aussi d'ailleurs. Ça a remis un échec critique, ça pourrait que passer.
But she put me in charge of the shop. I thought... Never mind. Here. You can have it then. Premium trinket! Welcome back. Are you...
Eh bien, dis-moi, tu es la première personne que je vois sourire depuis un bon moment.
I'm alive, ain't I? What's not to like?
Bon, j'ai pas aimé ce que j'ai fait, bon, mais malheureusement c'est trop tard. Alors du coup, est-ce que tu as quelque chose d'intéressant, ma grande?
Ah, you found your way. Good.
Qu'est-ce que vous faites ici?
I thought I'd scout ahead, check for any nasty surprises, of which I found a great deal.
Avez-vous découvert?
Shades, death, harpers, flaming fist, and this, of course, and the makings of an alchemist's workbench. Ingredients, too. There's a recipe I'm trying to replicate. Something that might help you. That is, if you're still going to help Wulbren and the others.
Évidemment.
In that case, you'll be very pleased to learn what I have in store for you. A new type of smoke powder. All the bang and boom of the original, but with an extra surprise. I call it the Brilliant Retort. You'll need it if you're going to survive this cursed place. You'll need it if you're going to get into Moonrise Towers and help the Deep Gnomes taken prisoner there. You'll need it if you're going to save Wulbren.
Je crois que c'était vous qui comptiez les sauver.
Let's call a thing. A deep gnome won't get far into the Absolute's orgy of evil. We already learned that in the Underdark with those sadistic Dwergar, didn't we? It's doubly true in this place. You, on the other hand, have proven resourceful in such infiltrations. I'll do my part according to my talents. And you, I hope, will do yours. The Brilliant Retort will aid you. Thus, I will make it.
Je peux faire quoi que ce soit pour vous aider.
Unless you've got access to a 300-year-old Tempusian apothecarial almanac? No. But that's for me to worry about. You do whatever it is you do. Some of us are counting on you.
Raphaël? Je viens juste de le voir, qu'est-ce qu'il fout ici?
What now?
Ok, on le verra après. La brillante réplique est prête?
No. And pestering the craftsman,
Ok, bon.
I'm sure you would.
En juste à faire du coup. Fais voir, qu'est-ce que tu as? Bleu bébé et or.
More.
You trapped me? I didn't even want to take this one.
Kalimshan rules, dear. The first piece touched is the first piece moved.
That's garbage! No matter where the night goes, I'm gonna lose it!
Then make the sacrifice useful. Guard your Mistra, or come for my Cyric.
What's going on here?
Look who made it! For once, I saved your butt out there, didn't I? We're square now, Chief.
Ouais, je vais te sauver la mise moi aussi là.
Do you play lance ball by any chance? It's my first time playing.
The keen gleam in Moll's eyes reveals the lie. She knows the game well, and she wants to win.
Elle connaît bien ce jeu, elle ne fera pas de cadeau. En plus, tu protège ta dame avant toute chose. Tu n'aurais pas joué avec cet homme, c'est un diable, mais lui la pression attaque les pièces. En faveur de Moll. Attends, les Inquinis, le regard de Moll trahit son mensonge. Je connais bien ce jeu. Au risque de te décevoir, je n'ai jamais joué au fer de lance.
Guess no one's good at everything.
Elle sait se débrouiller, elle sait y jouer donc.
Hells! Thought I had you.
They always do. You came close, though. All you needed was a dash more courage. You will remember that, won't you? When you consider my offer.
Ça me plaît pas.
What a lovely specimen she is. A blushing apple begging to be plucked.
Please let me smack this creep.
She might have won, you know, with a little push in the right direction.
C'est pour cette raison que vous êtes ici, pour retourner dans les enfers qui vous ont vu naître, voulez-vous. Le plus loin possible de vous, la voilà la bonne direction.
You underestimate my magnetism. But don't you worry about Moll. It goes without saying she still has the unconditional freedom to choose the only option she has left. Besides, I do enjoy being in this neighborhood again. It has such a rich history of abject tragedy. And tragedy, my friend, well, there's my bread and bloody butter.
De quelle tragédie parlez-vous au juste? Je vous interdis de vous approcher de Moll, c'est compris.
She lost. She is lost. It's only a matter of time before the apple is plucked. But enough about my lesser pursuits. Why bother with trifles when I'm in the illustrious presence of my very favorite client? Tell me, oh apple of my eye, how have you been? You don't have any gills to get green around yet, but you do look a little worse for wear in this light.
En réalité, je me porte comme un charme.
Splendid. And yet, I have this picture in my head of you tossing and turning in the middle of the night, thinking strange things, dreaming strange dreams. And there's this little voice inside of you asking, is this my will, or is it the worms? But you have no answer, and no way of knowing. The good thing is, though, there's only one little voice you really should listen to. Mine. See you soon.
Oh là, je dois l'avouer, il ne manque pas de style.
A blushing apple begging to be plucked? Raphael's angling for the girl's soul.
On est du genre obstiné, si elle s'est mise en tête de s'allier avec Raphaël, on ne la fera pas changer d'avis. Nous devons la prévenir pour ne pas s'approcher de Raphaël avant qu'il ne soit trop tard.
We should at least try. The girl's as bold as a lamb cavorting in a lion's den. But I think she's clever enough to flee before the jaws close around her neck. One way or another, she'll see there's no winning Raphael's game, and she'll walk away.
J'espère que vous avez raison. Si elle est maligne, elle écoutera ce qu'il a lui proposé. Et dans le cas contraire, non, j'espère que vous avez raison.
You've seen what happens when a bound soul reaches for freedom. I can't imagine what cruel penance Moll would pay if she were ever to resist that fell bastard.
Que pensez-vous du potentiel d'Elity de dans l'entité onirique nous a parlé?
I think that unknowable
Attends, oui, ça.
I can't say I'm
ça
not
a rien à voir.
curious. All right, what else is on your mind?
Bon, du coup, il faut trouver Moll et absolument lui parler de ça.
Should have trusted my gut instead of asking for help. Nothing personal.
Pourquoi je lag quand je parle à quelqu'un? C'est quoi ce délire?
But Raphael's offered me a partnership already, and it seems like a sweeter deal than throwing my lot in with you.
No, kid. No.
Sache que l'on même s'il semble. Raphaël est un vrai diable au sens littéral du terme. Toi et ton âme vous êtes en danger, Moll. On va essayer de la convaincre, ouais, c'est la meilleure chose à faire. J'ai vraiment pas envie qu'elle se fasse enfermer. Ah putain. Yes. Tiens, pile ce qu'il faut.
You aren't joking. I kind of believe him more now than I did a minute ago.
Ah bah tu te fous de moi, je viens de te dire que tu... Putain, je vais lui flanquer la fessée du siècle. Tu dois apprendre à croire en toi, Moll. Ne connais pas d'erreur de t'en remettre aux vaines promesses d'un monstre à la langue fourchue.
Zevlor had belief. Didn't get him anywhere good. Besides, Raphael wasn't promising anything stupid.
Ah merde, Zevlor est mort.
Protection for me and my kids, that's all.
Her smile is broad, her eyes twinkling, her face the very picture of innocence. She's clearly lying.
But I haven't accepted nothing yet. Sounds like you're in deeper than I am.
Raphaël est dangereux, Moll. Que t'a-t-il vraiment proposé? Allez, boum. Parfait.
What I said! That he'd get me and my gang safely to Baldur's Gate. And also, when we get there, I'd be head of the Thieves' Guild.
Suffisant. Et que fais-tu du chef actuel de la... Pour moi, si les chances sont offres, puis le gens n'en voit pas. Tu m'en diras tant. Et que fais-tu du chef actuel de la guilde?
I don't know, devil stuff. What matters is I can keep my kids safe. Everyone else has let them down, but I won't. Look, you saved us. Not knocking that. But after you left, Zevlor lost his nerve. Gave up the fight. I won't. Now there's no grove, no coin, no one taking us to the city. I'm not letting my crew get eaten by shadows. Maybe I'll make a deal, maybe I won't. But it'll be my choice, not the devil's, and not yours.
One of the worst things about getting old. Watching kids make the same exact mistakes you made. And knowing there's absolutely nothing you can say to change their mind. Then again, Moll's a hell of a lot smarter than I was at that age. Maybe she'll figure it out.
Ça accorderait, ça m'étonnerait pas de l'avoir tombée. Bien sûr, elle est remarquablement futée.
True enough. She'll go far in the city. We've just got to get her there safely.
Effectivement, double raison de réussir.
There's another bottle of Arabellan Dry back there. Put it on the bar, then piss off and leave me alone.
Jahira said we should serve drinks, but that we shouldn't serve drunks.
Jahira didn't save your ragged little tail from the cultists. I did.
Eh ben. Alors, Gamine a raison, vous devriez lever le pied sur l'alcool.
It's you. Don't you get tired of telling people how to live their lives?
Toi, t'as perdu tes deux amis, ça se sent.
If you're here to save the day again, you're a little late this time.
J'ai entendu parler de l'attaque sur la Terre des Ombres. Je suis là pour vous venir en aide.
Oh, sod off! I'm only here because you helped me and my family. I was ready to cut and run back at the Grove, but you had other ideas. Carl and Leo are taken in by your crap. You convinced them to play hero.
Ah, ils ont été capturés. Bon, ça pourrait être pire. Ils ont juste été capturés. Je pense que Zevlor c'est pareil du coup. Vous savez où ils sont?
Dead for all I know. Or in the cult's tower with the others who were taken.
Ils vont être morts comme un de ces malades. S'ils sont encore en vie, je les sauverai.
They're my responsibility. You go save the world. Or your own arse. Or whatever it is you do. I'll fix this.
Don't be shy. Have a gander at the...
Thought you'd be 10 yards tall the way Zevlor spoke of you. Sereth, Scout. Seems we missed one another at the Grove, but the others told me how you helped us. A pity. You pulled them from one death trap, only for me to land them in this one.
Je veux dire que les cultistes vous avaient tendu une embuscade. Ça a été brutal, manifestement.
Aye. Brutal is putting it lightly.
Maybe we should have just surrendered. Zevlor begged us to. But... they were toying with us. Making examples. And we'd had enough of taking it. Those of us who cut free just kept running till we found this place. The others... maybe the cult got them. Maybe the curse.
Vous n'avez pas honte, vous étiez censé protéger, vous avez fui. Gardez espoir, vous avez survécu et je parie que les autres aussi.
Zevlor had hope. It didn't save him. A little sense will serve us better, I think. But... thanks. It was sweet of you to try.
Ah, la conserve fleurie, bah elle est là.
He still won't speak. Just keeps going with the bloody song.
Nothing of use on his person.
His original writ of duty, signed by Eltan himself. Fella must be one of the very first Flaming Fist.
He must know something. Let's not give up on him yet.
Floric.
Will? Gods, please, no. The Blade of Frontiers was supposed to be my secret weapon. We believe the cultists have taken your father to Moonrise Towers. I don't suppose you found a way in?
Cet homme sur le lit de camp, d'où sort-il?
Isabel cleared this place, and he just appeared. We think he's staying at the inn when the curse fell, which means he's been trapped inside for a century. It beggars belief he's alive at all. Hopefully, he'll come round. Tell us something useful about getting through the shadows. Right now, he seems to have little more to him than a refrain from some song or other.
Pouvez-vous me dire au sujet d'Isobel?
Cleric of Saluna. She's got a room upstairs if you want to meet her. Just don't interrupt her while she's doing whatever it is that keeps this place shadow-free.
Alors regardez, je doute fort qu'il s'en remette. J'aimerais m'entretenir avec lui.
Wouldn't we all? I'm not even sure he's fully conscious, but feel free to say hello. Maybe a new face will inspire him. Unfortunately, I won't be here when he comes around. I'm heading to Baldur's Gate to seek reinforcements. The Council sent a carrier pigeon with news that the city has been dealing with absolutist attacks. The Steel Watch is holding strong. I'll request that Lord Gortash send some of them to aid in the fight against Moonrise. The curse won't harm them.
Holy shit. That's my old boss. The guy who sold me to Zariel.
Gortash, as in Enver Gortash. Last I knew, he was a minor player in city affairs.
A lot's changed since you left Baldur's Gate, Will. Gortash has gained considerable influence since then.
Les gardes d'acier, de quoi s'agit-il?
The Steel Watch are the future of warfare. Gondian automatons that can be sent into battle without risking any lives. Except those of our enemies. Lord Gortash had only completed work on the prototypes before Ravengard and I left for Elturel, but even they were formidable. With the Steel Watch at our backs, we can storm the tower whatever Ketheric throws at us, I'm sure of it. I'll do my best, but there's every chance I'll fall to the curse or the cult before I reach the city. Don't count on me and assume no aid is coming. Work with Jaheira. That Harper's mind is as sharp as her blade. Follow her guidance. Farewell. We'll meet again, God's willing.
Attends, j'ai pas fini moi, oh.
The journey back.
D'accord, bon c'est fini apparemment.
So Gortash is a lord now. I'd like to clap eyes on this Steel Watch of his. You already know the story. I was Gortash's bodyguard, loyal as they come, when he made the deal with Zariel. She got a test subject for her infernal engine. I never found out what he got. This is the kind of man who gets a title. Authority. Makes me sick.
Ah, moi aussi. Un homme comme Gortash n'a pas sa place dans les hautes sphères.
No. But they always seem to get it, don't they?
C'est pas grave, on va lui rendre une petite visite.
Flame color. That's your name, isn't it? Art color? I'm Fistular. We need you, sir. One of our own's been taken, a Grand Duke. You might know something that could help us bring him back. We found him out in the shadows, just wandering. Nothing survives out there for long. Don't know how he made it, or where he came from.
This is no physical ailment. It is a spiritual malaise. The man's mind has been gripped by the Shadowfell, yet it has not broken.
De Méthaniel dont il a parlé tout à l'heure, qui est-ce?
No idea, I'm afraid. Whoever it is must be someone important to him. He's been saying the same thing over and over, ever since we found him.
Es-tu en mesure de vous entendre?
You hear me, don't you, sir? You might not be able to answer, but you hear me.
Lui est-il arrivé?
A century locked inside a Sharan curse will do things to a man. But you're not alone, sir. We're here with you. And I'm sure you've got relations, maybe some long-lived friends even who want to be seeing you.
Cette chanson, vous ne l'aviez jamais entendue?
No, not till I met Art, anyway. It seems to be all he remembers.
Attends.
Wait! Take this letter. It was in his pocket. He doesn't seem to have any reaction to it now, but it might help.
Poking from his pocket might be worth a gander.
On va pouvoir aller à Jaira.
Please, be welcome. Have a drink. To your very good health.
Sortir d'abord le vin.
You perceive a faint hint of cloth grass, a herb that is said to elicit the truth. Jahira smiles at you knowingly.
It doesn't spoil the taste, if that's what you're wondering.
C'est inutile, si vous n'avez jamais commis de péché, vous n'avez rien à craindre de moi.
A noble proclamation. It must have made you quite thirsty.
Bah allez, on boit.
Bottoms up.
On va jouer le jeu.
Well over a century old, and yet it hasn't lost a hint of flavor. Still not quite so sure about you, though. People tend to lose more than just flavor when illithids get their hands on them. I speak from experience. There's an air about you. Something alien. Answer me true and do not lie. The parasite is changing you, isn't it?
C'est votre folie, dissimuler vos pensées, échafauder mon chant. C'est pour ça que vous avez trafiqué mon vin. C'est pour ça que vous avez trafiqué mon vin.
Just answer the question.
Oui, il me confère des pouvoirs inimaginables, il me transforme pour faire de moi un être supérieur.
Look around you. Good men, good women. Stranded here, 2 feet in the grave. If we're to survive, I have no choice but to trust you. Can I?
Faut passer tous vos beaux discours, hein, c'est ma peau que je cherche à sauver, pas la vôtre. Oui, sur mon honneur.
Good. Because I'll cross your heart myself if you break it. I have every reason to be cautious. I've traced people like you. People with parasites in their brains. All the way here from Baldur's Gate. The cult of the Absolute is spreading through the city. Quietly, quickly, and with unsettling deliberation. We tracked them to this ancient village, only to be faced with a man we killed and buried over a century ago.
Un homme que nous avons tué et enterré il y a plus d'un siècle de cela. Qui était... Qui est-ce?
General Gadrick Thorm. Remember that name. He's the leader of the Absolutists. He was a Sharan once. Took to building an army of dark justiciars beneath this very village. Alongside the local druids, we made it our business to see him deposed, dead and buried. But he's returned. Not only does General Ketheric Thorm live again, it seems he is no longer mortal. He has become, in fact, invincible. We met him on the road here, commanding an army of the Absolute, intent on destroying Baldur's Gate. I put an arrow through his eye myself, only to watch him pluck it out like a splinter. He healed right in front of me and chased us into the shadows. Things looked hopeless, but experience has taught me that no matter how bleak things look, there's always hope. You are that hope.
Bien, c'est en bonne voie. Il est assez rare que les gens me voient comme un espoir. Je m'efforce de l'être.
Protected by your artifact, you can infiltrate his forces at Moonrise Towers, posing as a true soul. Find out what it is that makes him invincible, so we can strip him of his advantage. Once Ketheric is without his shield, the sword, together we assault his tower and put a final end to this blight.
Les jours de Ketheric sont comptés. J'y veillerai personnellement.
Without a cure for your infection, your days are numbered too. Yet you selflessly offer to spend them fighting alongside us. I like you. I promise I will do everything I can to make sure you survive this. Any cure starts with understanding the disease. Whatever magic Ketheric's using to control these tadpoles, it must be at Moonrise. Until then, we keep drinking wine when we meet.
Comment vais-je faire pour l'atteindre? Et les tours sont cernées par les ombres.
You're not our only secret weapon. Isabel, a faithful cleric of Seluna, and a light in the darkness. She cast the moon shield around the inn. It's the only reason we're still alive. She's upstairs in her chambers. Tell her I sent you, and she'll see you through the shadows safely.